Okay, Dr. Lee, pleasure to meet you. Steve Magnini, a Sacramento Observer. I am told by Mr. Rowe, or is it Dr. Rowe? Dr. Rowe, that you are a man on a mission. Tell us what your mission is and how it's brought you here to Sacramento.
Thank you, Steve. I am very happy to be here in Sacramento. This is about my third or fourth visit to Sacramento. And I've always had the pleasure of meeting great people and visiting great organizations. So very happy to do that. I am in higher education. I am extremely passionate about providing opportunities, particularly for African-American students to attend college. It's important for me personally to be able to help students and to encourage students who look like me to go to college and to be very sincere, very conscientious, and very intentional in terms of improving themselves through education.
Why is it important for young Black people to have an opportunity to go to an HBCU?
I think it's important for young African Americans to have that HBCU experience. First of all, you're going to be around a lot of folks that look like us. And those folks that look like us at HBCUs really do care about us and our students. And so that's critically important. You're going to be around folks who will nurture you, who will be role models for you, who will always be encouraging, yet challenging. And they will provide that impetus for you to move up, to move forward. The other important thing is that you'll be around a lot of peers who are equally motivated, who will be equally encouraging and equally supportive. It's a nurturing, supportive environment that you'll find at most HBCUs.
How difficult is the adjustment for California high school kids to go to an HBCU in the South or the East Coast and adjust to this move?
We have such close-knit society that we're able to keep up with everybody and provide those necessary enhancements that will help the students to adjust.
By the numbers, how are the student retention rates and graduation rates at HBCUs?
So graduation rates are always a challenge. Retention rates are always a challenge. But again, I've often said, if we can get a student to stay one semester, they're going to be hooked on HBCU. And we've been hit hard in recent times by, of course, COVID. COVID had a real serious toll on our enrollment. And of course, in the state of Mississippi, we've actually hit an enrollment clip that is fairly challenging. And so there are fewer students to share among our competitors, including public institutions, which are generally less expensive than the private institutions. But we're hanging in there. The other another part of my being here is to develop partnerships, to develop MOUs with community colleges. In fact, we're part of the Cal State Community College Consortium, and so we have MOUs through that consortium for all of the community colleges here, so that students can transfer seamlessly from the community college to our institution.
What can be done to preserve the U.S. Department of Education and preserve the funding support it has given to schools all over the nation, including HBCUs.
Well, we have to be very intentional and contact our legislators and express to them our concerns, and particularly say that the U.S. Department of Education is absolutely critical. If we lose that national focus, and if we don't have a centralized focus in terms of research and development, which comes out of the Department of Education, I think we run the risk of allowing others to step in and replace the United States in terms of education hierarchy.
Is that in a lot of the country, they're trying to get rid of American history, which includes Black American history. What are your thoughts about those two topics, and what can we as Americans do, and what can HBCUs do?
Well, first of all, let me start with the last response to the last part. HBCUs can continue to offer realistic and true historical perspectives. If we are going to be true to our country, true to ourselves, we have to understand and appreciate the historical perspective of all of those groups that make up this country.
Thank you very much for your time.
Sure, my pleasure for being. Yeah.